Melissa here. Today we are doing Hanukkah nails for Robin. So happy Hanukkah to anybody that celebrates it. We're going to be doing some nice blue, silver, and white nails. I'm going to be doing some staining. I have double dipped Insomnia, which is the absolute most gorgeous silver foil dip. And we're going to be staining this blue with double dipped Irish eyes. And then I'm going to be using my white from Rosalind nails. And yes, I am slightly dyed blue. We have made a bit of a mess already today doing her other hand. So be prepared. It's going to be a nice messy one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dip out the base of her nails before we get into the nail art. So we're going to do Irish eyes on these three, white here, and then Insomnia here. Okay, when I'm dipping my Irish eyes, I'm going to be using a separate brush to brush off because I want to get all that extra pigment in the brush, because this is the brush I'm going to be using to stain the foil. So this is a super heavily pigmented, as you can see about blue on me, heavily pigmented color. It's already a little stained here, but I want it to stain. So I'm using a completely separate brush for this one color. All right, now we have plenty of pigment in this brush, which we're just gonna put aside because we're gonna use that in just a minute. I'm gonna do 2 dips of this foil, making sure to run a dotting tool around the cuticle between each dip to clean, to really make it easier to lay that foil down between dips. So you have all of this overlap. If you just run a little dotting tool around, it will help clean up that overlapping foil and make laying that second layer of base down and getting that foil in place a lot easier. Now we're going to do 1 dip in clear once you have your extra brushed off, and then you can press down to get it nice and flat. Though your brush, when you apply the base, will flatten the foil. Top off the excess. I'm gonna let that dry for just a second, and then we're gonna come back with our pigmented brush, and you're gonna use this brush to wipe off the excess clear powder. And then we're going to do another dip of clear over the top of that to keep the stain on. And I'm just gonna wipe my finger over it a little bit because I feel like a little bit more blue pigment went on there than we wanted. And just kind of wipe it and wipe some of it away. And now we're going to do another dip of clear. Okay, now all we got left is just to activate everything and file. Well, not all we have left. All we have left before the art. Okay, now we're all filed up. I'm going to start with the first design we're going to be doing. I'm going to do a Star of David on this white nail. I'm going to be drawing it with my Gelish Art Form Gel 2D. It's a white gel. And then I'm going to be pouring this blue from Double Dipped called Blue Star Sapphire. It's a shimmery blue over the top to make that the color the star is. I'm going to be doing this using a 1mm dotting tool for the dots, just to place the dots out. And then I'm going to be using this very small, it's a little spotter tracer brush, art brush that I got from Michael's to draw the lines. So first I'm going to make sure that my surface is nice and smooth to work on. So I'm just using a little buffing file, and then I'm going to go in with my gel. I'm going to make 3 little dots to form the shape of my first triangle. So one up here, one down here. I kind of want to try and make them equidistant. And one there, and if you're happy with where those dots are, then you can come in with your little brush here, and I'm going to draw those lines out. I'm just getting the tiniest amount of the gel on the tip of the brush to work with. Okay, now I'm going to come back with my dotting tool and do 3 more dots, this time centered with each line and kind of just a little outside of it, in the center of each segment of the triangle. And now we're going to use the brush to line those ones up. Okay. And once you've got the shape lined out, we're going to pour some of our shimmer over the top, and then we're going to pop it in the lamp to cure. And there's the Star of David. I'm just going to top this with a layer of dip liquid base to encapsulate the design, and then because we are going to be using a gel top for this, dip top. Okay, now for this nail, we're gonna do the same thing, buff it out with the buffing file just to give it a nice smooth surface. We're gonna do a few little stars with the same gel, just kind of like a little starry background. So I'm going to start with a little dot again, little dot doing up here. And then I'm going to grab my brush again. I've kind of pinched it so that, and there's a really thin, really thin line that I can use to do this detail work. And I'm gonna just kind of pull down from, make sure I don't have too much on here. Pull down from this dot. We're gonna do the same thing on all 4 sides. The top, the bottom will be a little bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna do just a few dots here and there, like little stars. Do a couple different sizes, so just a couple of this larger size, just little dotties. Okay, you can go ahead and cure that for 60. And I'm going to top this with a layer of gel base. I'm going to be using my double dip gel base. This is because I'm going to be doing a gel top on this and then using this hard gel to adhere some rhinestones in the center of the stars to give them a little bling. And when I do a base coat, I mean, if you want to do gel top coat, you usually want to have a gel base under it to make sure it doesn't peel off of your dip. Okay, now no wipe gel top and cook. Okay, so now I'm going to get my trusty dusty little dotting tool. I'm just taking a tiny bit of this builder gel and putting it, maybe even too much, putting it, hello, stop it messing with me, right at the center right here where I want to put my stone. This one. I'm going to use this dotting tool to pick up and place that first one. And second. Alright, go ahead and cook that. Okay, now we're just going to activate and top coat the rest of the nails and we're done. Alright, and there we are with Robin's Hanukkah nails all done with all kinds of fun stuff added on. As always, if you enjoyed this video today, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can join the Discord where we talk about nails and people can ask questions and request things. And I hope you come join us, but I will see you next time.